What's up, everybody? I'm here with Bryan Sky High Flemming, someone who's been around the Winchester music scene since I can remember. Probably DJ'd everywhere you've been. You've probably been drunk to this man's music.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I almost guarantee it. I don't think it's possible someone's been out in Winchester and ain't gotten drunk with you playing music for him.
I don't think so.
But how you doing, bro?
Doing good, man.
So tell the people how you got, just basically where you started in the music scene around here, where you got your, started DJing, started everything. Like, let's hear the brief background of Sky High.
All right. Quick thing, I finally got to leave Winchester, went to school in Miami.
Hell yeah.
I got into doing videos. There was always a casting call at the art school for Jodeci's in town filming, or Two Live Crew needs somebody to run fucking lights and shit. And then transferred up to Rhode Island and New York and got to work at M.T.V for a minute and do a little interning. But
that's dope. That's real dope.
You ain't living in New York unless you have a job. And so after my interning was done, if I didn't get a job in 3 weeks, all my money was gone.
Right.
So at that time, I got lucky and got a job in Winchester designing plastic cups, stadium cups. Anytime you go to the 7-Eleven or a stadium, those cups with all the designs on it, that was me for a while.
That's what's up, hell yeah.
So at that time, I came back and there wasn't nothing happening in Winchester, and I wanted to be in a rock band.
Facts, just so they know, like, give us a time period.
By the time I got back to Winchester, it was 96.
96, okay, that's what's up.
There were 3 bars, Coley Harry's, Bell Star.
Oh, Bell Star.
Sweet Caroline's.
Yeah, Sweet Caroline's was the joint.
And we got the opportunity. I had a friend. I got back here. I found my first guitarist, which was, he went by Stonewall.
Okay.
He bought the first Roland VS880, the first digital thing you've ever seen in your life. This was a new generation.
Okay.
There was analog, and then there was brand new digital. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, man, you got what it takes. Why don't you come in the studio? Let's do a demo. Let's do some stuff together.
Hell yeah.
And then, depending on how much we liked them, we fully produce out a song, doing the drum tracks, doing the keyboards, guitars, and all that stuff. And then I ran into Smokescreen, which was J Money, a.k.a. Dick Whiskey, a.k.a. V.A. Slim.
Rest in peace, Money.
Rest in peace.
Money was a good dude.
And next thing you know, he's recording with me, and I'm like, we need a record label. And then I started making the posters of support your local music scene. But back then, I mean, there was only a couple places you could play.
Yeah. The first time I remember us crossing paths was the Fest '97. I remember you put together the first festival in Winchester that I can remember. If it's not the first, feel free in the comments to tell me what is the first.
It was the first.
Because I
tried to start this thing off here.
I believe it was the first.
We did.
Okay, so tell me about it.
We had the open mic stuff going on. We had the record label going on. We had the studio going on. I had about 3 or 4 people working for me. I said, we need to do a festival. I want to do 30 bands on 2 stages. Anyway. And we did 30 bands at the Warren County Fairgrounds on 2 stages. Barely anybody showed up. I lost $15,000 and had to get a real job for a little bit and repay the debt, but
I didn't know that part of the story. I just remember it going off and
the funnest part was my partner at the time, my business partner, we were writing music together. He was like, Monolith is on stage right now cussing us out. I was like, that's what they do.
Shout out Monolith.
Brian Bayless.
Rest in peace, Brian Bayless. Love and Eric.
And he's like, we need to get to the main stage right now and shut them down. I was like, no, that's what they do, man. And I had Sean, my boy Sean Cross. The Squeak Toy. Had the mask going on.
I remember Squeak Toy. They played a lot at the band room, and Sean is my homeboy. Like, all jokes aside, like, that is my friend. I love
band room. Does anybody remember the band room?
And people don't even explain the band room to people. People don't even know what that is.
The band room is when you go under Pall Mall in Winchester. There's a railroad track there. When you go under Pall Mall, there was a building right there, and that building was since the early '80s was the only place that bands were at, where you as a kid could go and listen to fucking music, really.
Yeah, I mean,
88, 89, we were there when I was a junior and senior in high school. I mean, it come back, and the whole '90s. Even Ty Carper was sleeping on the couch in that place for about 3 months or 4 months. But
damn, rest in peace, Ty. I remember I went up there the first time with Eric and Bryan when Ice 9 had it. And then Monolith got it from them. And when Monolith had it, they would have Squeak Toy, Original Stuck in Chaos, Like,
I'm still trying to figure out the band that thought they were Iron Maiden. They were up there too. They did Halloween with us when we filmed at Bell Star 2 in Martinsburg.
and Reese plays in Havoc now.
I know.
Yeah, Reese is like a superstar.
I got the first original Reese videos of him playing like his first time in public.
That's
TMZ, call me. Oh.
How did you become DJ Sky High? So you're at the record label, you got the record label. Where did the turntables come in? Because the next time I saw you in Life After Fest is I walked up to you in a bar half drunk, just like, what up, homie? And I'm like, that's my man.
Exactly. Well, when you have a whole bunch of people on a record label and not many contracts going on, they all decide they want to do their own thing and they took off. And when you have a band, you got to pay 3 other people. And I had a DJ gig that went horribly wrong down at Coley's, where I lost all my CDs in the middle of the night behind the Lord Fairfax Apartments. And I was there's got to be a better way to do this. And that's when MP3 came out. And then everything changed. And I was like, take a computer with 20 gigs of fucking music anywhere I go. So at that point, all of my artists basically left, thinking they could do it themselves or going to jail or having babies. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to be a DJ everywhere.
I know the DJ scene, when you started playing DJ, went from press play to DJ.
Yeah.
I remember that, like, strictly in the clubs. Like, I remember it going from song stop to, like,
actually boards going.
Yeah, boards, seamless transition, like
now,
actual DJ.
Now we got like Frank White doing this thing, man. And yeah, it's a whole. It's now a genre of music.
Yeah,
DJ itself.
Yeah,
that's taken over the world in the last 20 years.
Yeah, EDM is.
I mean,
it's as big as it gets at this point.
One of your questions was the worst and best place.
Yeah, like what's the worst and what's the best?
And they're both the exact same.
What?
That's Blue Fox, actually. I did 10 years there, man. 10 years. I started out one night doing trivia. Next thing I know, I'm doing all the advertising, setting up the website, getting him to build a stage because I don't want to work weekends DJing. So he starts getting the bands, and next thing you know, he's at the level he's at. Built my own studio in the basement to do interviews with anybody that came in there. They gave me my own radio show on 106.9 every Sunday night for a couple months before they sold out. And then we started getting the headliners in and the national acts.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's definitely been some big bands come through there.
Yeah, so that was, I had free reign there for 10 years and all kinds of great times. And then it all came to a crashing in where people can't get along together and start bucking heads. And
so your best day and worst would be Blue Fox.
Best and worst would be that, yeah.
I feel like a lot of people in the music business will say that about an experience, like it was the best and the worst. Like,
I believe it.
I feel like that's a real common theme I'm seeing in people. Like my highest highs and my lowest lows came from the same place.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So what do you got going on now? Like what's Sky High doing right now?
I decided that I was just going to go straight special event. I've done nighttime shows for 20 years. That's too many beers and too many nights of 2 a.m.s. So I got to the point, like every cop wants to be a state cop. So every DJ wants to be a special event DJ where you're getting $2,000 to $3,000 a gig.
Fuck yeah.
In the last 5 years, I've gotten involved with 2 nonprofits that are basically stored in my basement. One's our horse rescue.
Okay.
Which we have.
I love what you're doing with the horse rescue, by the way.
We have 23 now. We just got a new one. He's getting ready to have a baby. But we got 23 horses that we're always need to raise money for. So every fundraiser we do needs a DJ. That's me, of course.
Of course.
Then we started Winchester Pride, and we do one show a year with that, which is 8,000 to 10,000 people coming up in September, October this year.
Okay.
And then every month we'll do a drag show, which sells out. So I get to be in sold out shows, and I don't have to do nothing to get those people in there.
Okay, here's something I hear from different generations of DJs. This wasn't on the question list, but I'm going to ask you. How do you feel about requests when you're in the middle of a set? Like, real answer.
I make my people happy. I was going to make an app at one time, like if you want to make a request to me, go through my app, but you got to make these people happy, man.
Yeah, that's
you don't cater. Once they get to a point, I'll take care of that and let them go, but you got to cater to them or they ain't coming back.
I've seen DJs take such a hard line on both sides of this.
Oh, I know.
That it's definitely a question I like to ask.
They do. Most of them are dicks about it. It's like, don't be a dick, man. You're getting paid to be there. Until they come up and bitch.
Hell yeah. It always happens. Top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers. That's changed a lot in my life, you know. You like people first, and then you don't want to like them at all, like R. Kelly, but, you know.
Facts.
All right, I've been thinking about this. Top 5 rappers. I'll start from now till then, because my number 5 right now is going to be Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky? He's hilarious.
He got his own show. He thinks he's funny. He got everybody loving him. He doing his thing. I like him. Still exploring him.
Hell yeah.
Number 4, my girl says I like a lot of psychedelic stuff. I'm a Pink Floyd guy, and the only one doing psychedelic pretty much right now is Post Malone. Then number 3, ever since he released Rap Devil, but back in the day when the club was jumping, when we had Wild Boys, Machine Gun Kelly been kicking me.
People want to act like Wild Boys didn't go off in the club, but it did. It did.
Now, as we go back, there's so many people you could put in there. Ja Rule, DMX, everybody I was listening to. But number 2's got to be probably Jay-Z.
Hell yeah.
I got everything he ever did. He's got the lyrics. He's got the delivery. And then number 1 is going to be the people that set me off, which would be the Beastie Boys. Wait, you said rappers, right?
Well, I'll accept the Beastie Boys.
I got everything there. Well, actually, back before that, the guy that became a better DJ, Grandmaster Flash, that started it off.
Hey.
Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the streets like they just don't care.
I think when I got my first Fat Boys tape, that was my first introduction. And then the Beastie Boys came very, very shortly after.
I tried to get every Fat Boy tape there was.
Yo, the human beatbox is what turned me on to rap. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
So when's the next Pride show coming up?
September 17th.
Where at?
We take over downtown Winchester.
The whole thing?
10,000 people will be showing up wearing their Pride colors. Actually, we got we've been doing a drag show, drag brunch every month at I-81 Bar and Grill.
That's also where we shot the video for Hit 'Em. Definitely, if you're in the area, check out I-81 Bar and Grill.
Yeah, a lot of shows going down there.
Fuck yeah.
Check out WinchesterPride.com or our Facebook page. There's always a drag brunch going on every month there, and our next Pride show coming up. I'm doing the kickoff to summer at the Lost River, May 27th, I think it is.
Okay.
Outside at the pool.
Hell yeah.
Looking over at all the people that actually got rooms that kick out for the night, so that'll be fun.
I just want to say I love what you're doing with the Pride community and the unity of people in this area. It is something we're really big on, and I just want to give you your proper respect on camera for what you're doing. Well, thank you for coming on, brother. I really much appreciate it.
Right on.
Everybody else?
There's stuff going on.
Oh, I'm going to try.
Get up on him. Ill.
They don't know about Il Midas yet, but they're learning. Everybody check out PaleGarbageRappers.com. Check out OpenSea for our NFT collections. Of course, like, follow, subscribe, share, do whatever you can to this YouTube channel. Show us some love, and I'll catch y'all later.
Ripping microphones, but that's stating the obvious. Ripping microphones, ripping microphones, ripping microphones, but that's stating the obvious. Kicking shit to make MCs back down. Ripping, 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 kicking shit to make MCs back down.